Hello everybody and welcome back to today's episode of AMG Let's Chat, a podcast where we talk about autism, movies, and gay things. On today's episode, we will be going over some movies that were banned in different countries for having or supporting gay content. And yes, this frustrates a lot of people, and there are some very, very good movies on this list. Now, I will be upfront and honest, I have not seen all of these movies, but I have seen a good chunk of them, and the ones that I have seen, they're pretty good, whether it's a comedy, or a drama, or a romance, or a thriller. All of the movies on this list are banned somewhere in the world for either having a same-sex kiss or having a transgender character, which many people don't agree with. I, for one, don't agree that these movies should be banned. Which, you know, any book or movie or TV show that's banned just makes me want to read it more or watch it more. I'm just being honest. On that note, let's get right into this. So the first movie I have on this list is Zoolander. Now this, I will be honest, I have not seen this movie, but I've heard it is pretty good. It's a comedy. I should know this. I'm pretty sure it's a comedy. It is banned in Iran. Fun fact, apparently this Ben Stiller movie is banned in multiple countries for its plot being about assassinating the Prime Minister of Malaysia. But it is only banned in Iran for perceived support of gay rights. Okay, as someone who hasn't seen this movie, I have a little... I have some mixed feelings about what I just read. I can understand why it's banned in multiple countries for a movie, quote unquote, plotting the assassination of the Prime Minister of Malaysia. But on the other hand, how many movies are there set in the US where the president is killed or assassinated or members of the government? You know what? I actually don't know the answer to that question. Hold on, I have to look this up. Are there any movies that are about the members of the US government getting killed? Hold on. Are there movies about the US government getting killed? Because if there is, you would think that they would be banned in the US, wouldn't you? What movie is the president getting attacked? Olympus Has Fallen. Apparently. Secret Service agent Mike Banning finds himself trapped inside the White House in the wake of a terrorist attack and works with national security to rescue the president from his kidnappers. What movie is the attempted presidential assassination? Vantage Point? Who was the only president to survive 2 assassination attempts? Gerald Ford. Okay, I am completely getting off topic here. So yes, there are movies about US presidents attempting to be kidnapped or assassinated. But when there is a movie about the plotting of an assassination of the Prime Minister of Malaysia, that's banned in multiple countries. But movies where the US president is getting assassinated, those are not banned in the US. would those movies then be banned in the same places this movie was banned? The chart that these people go off of to dictate why they ban movies, I have no clue what they decide to put on this list. It's kind of ridiculous. But I'm not going to sit here and get into politics because that's a topic I never really want to bring up on this podcast. Moving on. The next movie is called Formula 17. I have not seen this movie. It was banned in Singapore. This movie was banned because it displayed homosexuality as a normal/natural part of society. It kind of is a normal/natural part of society, and I know a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. Like, oh, it's all these kids these days, it's a trend. It's like, no, there was a lot of homosexuals in every point of history. It was just never okay for them to be open about it. So, you know what I mean? It is normal, it is natural. There's absolutely nothing wrong with liking the same gender. There's absolutely nothing wrong with liking the opposite gender. Like, there's no issues with any of this. Another movie banned in Singapore is called Boy. This movie was banned because it promotes homosexual relationships. Once again, haven't seen this movie. I don't even know what to say anymore. I am all about for supporting people's different choices. It's like, you have an opinion, you have an ethical belief. It is not my responsibility to judge you. But when you take it personally, how another person wants to live their life, and you make their quote-unquote issue your own issue, that's not okay. It is their life, it is not yours. Unless you are dating that person, then whatever they do is none of your business. Like, unless you are directly related to that person, you are dating that person, or the consequences of their actions directly reflect on you, you have no say in that person's life. So stop having opinions on what they do, okay? Okay. Next movie is called Milk. It was banned in Romania, and I'm unsure how to pronounce this, and Samoa? Once again, this movie was banned for supporting gay rights. The next movie is a movie I have heard quite a bit about, and I actually have plans to watch. It is called The Danish Girl. I've heard a lot of good things about this movie, cinematically, movie critically speaking. I've also heard a lot of bad things about this movie from trans support groups. So I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews. Movie filmmaker, cinematographer wise, it's a beautiful movie. It was perfectly crafted. It was just a perfect movie. 10 out of 10. So I've heard. But then there also have been a lot of complaints because the male lead plays a transgender character, and that actor himself in real life is not transgender. Now, that actor did get quite wrapped up in all of the J.K. Rowling drama that was going on, since he does play in Fantastic Beasts. But we will cover that in a different episode, not today. The Danish Girl was banned in 7 different countries. For what? You guessed it, having a trans character as the lead character. I'm telling you, most of the people who have issues with this are people who have nothing better to do with their lives. Who just sit, just like all of those people who just start arguments on like Twitter or Facebook. Because you're just sitting there minding your own business and you make a comment like, a personal experience of mine. I commented on a post about vegans saying that, hey, you know what? I'm not vegan. I like my bacon. but you can be vegan, you can be vegetarian. I don't care. You know what, man? You do you. And the amount of people who lashed out on me for that. I got called a bitchy Karen. I got called an insult to God. I was told by a man who quoted the Bible on me that animals were only put on earth for man to kill and eat. Sorry, he used the word slaughter and eat. It's like, I was 15. I was like, dude, chill out. Like, there is no need for you to be getting all up in my face like that. Calm down. Thankfully, the people who created the post actually had to step in and defend me. And it was like this podcast with like millions of followers, like verified on Instagram and everything. And they had to reply to my comment being like, Jesus, leave her alone. Because it was these two guys and they had this podcast and they were talking about vegans and people's different opinions on them, and that was a fun night. Moving on. Beauty and the Beast live action version. I know a lot of people are actually not very happy with the live action remakes of a lot of the Disney movies. They're okay. I mean, they're not great, but they're not terrible. Trying not to get into it because I know it'll be another episode. Don't get into it, Jessica. It's not worth it right now. Anyway, Beauty and the Beast, the live action version, was banned in 2 different countries because some people believe, there is no fact, it is just a belief, that LeFou has a crush on Gaston, and that was enough to have these 2 countries ban it for supporting gayness, for supporting homosexuality. In one scene, LeFou is even shown dancing with a man in the background. Oh, how horrific. Oh, it's blasphemy. Oh, shield your eyes. Like, this is ridiculous. It is a children's movie. It is a drawing. It is an animation. Like, it is pencil on freaking paper. Who gives a shit? And it's not even like, no one confirmed that LeFou was gay. Oh, but did you see the way that his pencil-drawn eyes looked at the other graphite on the paper? Oh, that was gay. Very gay. Next is a movie I have seen and love very much. The newest addition to the Toy Story franchise, Lightyear. I've always been a fan of the Toy Story world, the Toy Story movies, the Toy Story universe. It's always been one of my favorites ever since I was very young. Well, Lightyear is banned in 14 different countries. It was banned in 14 different countries within the same year it was released. Why? It is in fact Disney's first movie to have a same-sex kiss between a lesbian couple who have a child. I mean, I gotta say, way to go to Disney. Like, it's a big deal. They have finally made their first movie with a same-sex kiss. You know, that's a big step from some of the stuff that was created at the beginning of Disney. That's a big step. So, you know, pat on the back for you, Disney. But at the same time, 14 countries? Oh my gosh. Okay. Next is another Disney movie. I think this is Disney and Pixar. Onward. I have not seen Onward. I've heard that it's very good, and I should probably watch it. Onward was banned in 4 countries. Not as much as Lightyear. Oh, because 2 women didn't kiss. Because, you know, that's absolutely terrible. But there is a Cyclops police officer that briefly mentions she has a girlfriend. That specific scene was banned in Russia, but the rest of the movie was not. It's a cyclops. It's a cyclops. Who cares? Okay, the same people who are going batshit crazy about all of this stuff are soon going, I'm telling you, I'm predicting the future here, are soon going to start losing their ever-loving minds over the fact that, that the male seahorse gives birth instead of the woman. Are they going to start claiming that that's sexist? That we should eliminate this species because, quote unquote, God obviously made a mistake? Like, what is going to come next? Like, it's not even kids watching two people kiss. It's an animation of a cyclops who I'm pretty sure is purple. Yeah. Moving on. The very last movie on my list, another movie I have not seen. Eternals. Eternals is banned in 3 countries. Disney's first openly gay superhero. He has a husband. Because this random fictional character, found love, that's illegal. 3 places, apparently. Yeah. This list has got me completely baffled. And I'm pretty sure this isn't even a speck. Isn't even the dirt on the back of a speck amount of movies that have been banned for showing or supporting homosexual rights. So, how do you guys feel about this? Because there's a lot of people who will claim that it's bad and it's wrong. People can do whatever the hell they want. People can screw whoever the hell they want as long as it's consensual. And who gives a crap, right? Go on with your life. It's not affecting you, so who cares? Okay? And then other people will say, but for some people it's against their religion. And yes, religion is a big and important thing. So, what do you guys think? I want to know. What do you guys think about all of these movies being banned? Well, I think that is it for this episode of AMG Let's Chat. Thank you for joining, and I hope you had a little bit of an alright time going through all of these banned movies with me. I wouldn't say a good time, because it's a little frustrating going through, 9 movies that were banned for having gay content. One of them didn't even have specifically gay content. It was just people decided to imagine it there. But apparently that's enough these days. So I hope you guys are all having a great morning, afternoon, evening, midnight, 3 a.m., 4:36 a.m., whenever the hell you're listening to this. I hope you're having a great time, and I hope that you all tune in next time. Bye!